Alrighty guys, we are back for something a little different today. I'm not sure where you guys usually get your Alchemy news, or I should say arena news. Listen to me, apparently arena is only Alchemy nowadays. But regardless, I am a day late and I am ashamed because I was just looking for this. They must have posted all of this yesterday right after I was done searching for all this. Either way, guys, this is huge. Standard just got flipped on its head. Look, I don't know what the meta is going to look like after this. I got to be real with you guys. They banned All Runes Epiphany, so boom, there goes the most annoying deck in Standard. Gone, right? Divide by Zero, banned. Holy cow, bro. This could tank a lot of control. Like, Divide by Zero is like a control staple. Even when it's not in control, it's a staple with any blue deck, right? Insane. Faceless Haven banned. What the crap? Holy cow. That's mono green, that's mono white. That's insane. The fact that this is gone, I don't even know. I honestly don't. I think this opens the door for other aggro decks to maybe become like the new aggro deck of Standard, right? I'm looking at goblins maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like Faceless Haven is that important, but I might be terribly wrong as well. But that's insane, guys. Okay, but what about the Alchemy changes, right? And you guys probably already know a lot of them. Guys, by the way, let me know where you guys get your MTG Arena news from. I'm super curious because, yeah, I ended up getting the news late. So yeah, let me know where you guys get the news from. Don't drop a link though, because I think YouTube automatically deletes those comments with links in them. Don't quote me on that though, but yeah. Let's go check out the wait, hold on. We gotta There we go. Alchemy rebalancing January 27th, guys. That's tomorrow. I'm super excited. Oh my goodness. Whew, okay, they're not big changes. I'm just really excited. Like, I get pumped whenever we get like new or different things in a format, right? So this is pretty this is pretty cool because they're trying to buff some dungeon cards. So here's some card buffs, guys. Effective tomorrow. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm not going to be recording a video tonight. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to do my best to essentially make a video as soon as this goes active. And I'm thinking the first deck I'm going to make is going to be probably dungeons, honestly, because a lot of these buffs look pretty sweet. So first buff here, we got the Arc Lich, which before the opponent could sacrifice a creature during the attack trigger, and I forget what it did. It might have tapped it down or something like that, or had some other crazy effect. Either way, this card looks super spicy, guys. Essentially, if you complete the dungeon, you gotta complete the Tomb of Annihilation, and then this guy actually gets to stay on the board, so it could be a 3-drop 5/5. And then whenever the Arc Lich attacks, create a number of 2/2 black zombie creature tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. So you get a 2/2 with it every time it swings in, which is pretty spicy, guys. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good actually. I don't know, and I think I have 3 of these guys too, so that would work out if I decide to go dungeon deck first. So assembly. Assemble the parts is now 1 black instead of 3 black to activate the ability, which is interesting. I still don't know if it's good. So target creature card in your graveyard perpetually gains. So 1 black, exile this card from your graveyard, shuffle it into your library, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie in addition to its other types. So I don't know. This probably has a place somewhere. Maybe. Yeah. in some deck, right? I mean, the old cost was way too expensive regardless. So yeah, making it cheaper was much better. So maybe someone who's better at brewing decks than me could figure out where this card goes, right? They went ahead and buffed Blood Rage Alpha to a 4/4, which is pretty spicy actually. It's a decent card. There's just a lot of great, 4-drops and a lot of great 5-drops that would take its spot in wolves and stuff. So another target wolf or werewolf you control fights a target creature you don't control. This is when it enters the battlefield, guys. When you cast your next wolf or werewolf spell, it gains when this creature enters the battlefield. It fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So I don't know if making it a 4/4 instead of a 4/3 is enough of a buff, but it very well might be because, this doesn't get hit by a braid anymore. That's also a choose one ability, guys. Sorry, I should have read that first line first. And then, of course, more dungeon buffs, guys. This is insane. So, Cloister Gargoyle, it's now a 0/3 instead of a 0/4, which is fine because they lowered the mana cost to a colorless and a white, which is much better. This is much, much better as a 2-drop, guys. Yeah, some kind of dungeon build. Like, there has to be something. Orzhov dungeons or something along those lines. That sounds like it's going to be the first deck I make, but we'll see. We also have Dungeon Descent with a massive buff here, guys. So it no longer enters the battlefield tapped, which is insane. So this is just a land, and it just comes out untapped now, which is really nice. So it costs 1 mana to activate instead of 4. Yeah. There's gotta be a dungeon deck here somewhere. So we have a Tumblestrum here up next, and it's instead of a -7 ability, it's a -6. I don't know if that's enough of a buff to make this Planeswalker worthwhile, but I do have 4 of these Planeswalkers, so honestly, I hope it's a good enough of a buff. We'll see. This is no longer 2 mana. It only costs 1 black, which actually seems pretty spicy. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and you get to venture into the dungeon. Again, yeah, I mean, honestly, reducing this to 1 mana, it just might be enough to actually see some dungeons being played. Hold up, guys, hold up. I heard my heater go on. At this point, one of these days, you guys are just going to roll your eyes like, bro, how come you never just turn your heater off whenever it comes time to record? And honestly, I don't even know. I don't understand myself sometimes. So, we have Find the Path, which just adds 2 mana of any color now instead of green. So that's pretty spicy. They're setting up for a black, a white, green dungeon deck or something, right? So something's happening here. They really want a deck to be good. We have Puppet Razor getting buffed to a 3/4 instead of a 3/3, which, yeah, getting that 4 toughness is important. Like I said, it might be enough just for the Blood Rage Alpha, because now it doesn't get hit by a braid and a whole bunch of other stuff like that, right? 4 toughness is always significant. It's always something to think about. So the drop got dropped to 1 colorless and a black instead of 2 colorless. Okay. So when it enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. It gets -5/-5 as long as you completed a dungeon. So yeah, this could be really good removal. Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, they're definitely pushing it. Like, making all these cards a lot cheaper makes them a lot better, right? But -2/-2 doesn't hit a whole lot. But then if you complete a dungeon later on, this is an enchantment, so it gets -5/-5 instead after you complete the dungeon. So yeah, it could be good. It could be. Triumphant Adventurer, another dungeon card, getting a buff to a 2/1 instead of a 1/1. As long as it's your turn, this card has first strike. It also is rocking the Death's Touch, which is pretty spicy as well. And then when Triumphant Adventurer attacks, venture into the dungeon. Yeah, like I said, Orzhov dungeons or white, black, green dungeons. What is that? What is white, black, green? I can't remember right now for some reason. I usually know them all. Anyways, we got more card adjustments now, where those were all buffs, which is insane. Now we're into the card adjustments. Divide by 0 only learns if it targets a spell or permanent with mana value 4 or less. That's significant, guys. That's pretty good. That's a good adjustment. That's solid because, yeah, that learn ability is super important on Divide by 0 because it lets you grab whatever you think is necessary against the opponent's deck, which could be pretty devastating for the opponent because not only did their card get bounced back, but now the opponent is set up to do even better things with their lessons and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Fearsome Whelp adjustment. Everyone was expecting this, and this is solid. This is a solid one, guys. It now triggers on the upkeep instead of the end step, and it gains haste. Honestly, pretty solid. I like that. I like that change a lot. I think it makes it fair because Dragons was pretty ridiculous there, and it always felt like the opponent would get turn 2 Fearsome Whelp, and then like they hit 4 dragons in their starting hand. You remove the Whelp, and then they just play dragons for the next 3 turns. And it's just like, holy cow, how did you have so many dragons in your opening hand? And yeah, this actually gives you a chance to remove it, but also like it didn't completely just make it useless. And then they gave it haste too, which is pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, I think Wizards did a good job this batch. Honestly, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited with this batch so far? So Hallbreaker Horror rules adjustment. Very simple. They just removed this spell can't be countered, which is interesting. I think it's fine. I mean, Hallbreaker's still on the top end anyways. To counter it, you're going to have to run some kind of blue regardless, which I don't play blue often, so this doesn't affect me a whole lot. But for for mirror matches and everything like that, that's a pretty cool rule change, right? Inquisitor Captain. Okay. So this essentially, okay, so if they added if you cast it, okay, so it no longer works with the Glasspool Mimic, and that's pretty much it. Everything else on this card is the same. So yeah, we did not see a cleric nerf. Like, I mean, this is a Esper cleric nerf, or an what's the other one that people are playing? Azorius clerics, essentially just splash blue for Glasspool Mimic. I don't know if this is a big enough nerf for clerics, because I'm pretty sure this is the only one. With all these other nerfs and stuff, nerfs coming to dragons, nerfs coming to control, I think clerics are going to run away with the metagame. They just can't really run the whole Glasspool Mimic nonsense this time round, but just gives them room to add more insane clerics to the deck. Let's be real, right? Okay, Lear, Disciple of the Drowned, added during your turn to the flashback ability. Bro got tanked. Lear got tanked, guys. And I could not be happier about it. I think I look, I might be wrong, because you know I'm a casual Magic player turned YouTuber, but I think the during your turn, I think this got nerfed hard. I think it's so significant that they can only play stuff on their own turn now. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments though, because yeah, especially, yeah, look at this. less effective when combined with Fading Hope and Divide by Zero. So yeah, making Leer less effective. They certainly did that because, yeah, the whole Fading Hope Divide by Zero nonsense with Leer was just ridiculous, bro. Okay. Sanguine Brushstroke also got a nerf. Removed life gain from sacrificing a blood token. That's not that significant, but it's a lot, because now, unfortunately, that's like a vampire nerf, like a vampire aggro and stuff, which is kind of a shame because we didn't really see enough of that, even though it's really good. Vampire aggro is pretty decent right now in Alchemy. Yeah, we just didn't see enough of that. So yeah, this getting a nerf is weird to me, although for like the mono black builds and mono black sacrifice and stuff, I can see why that extra life here and there was particularly annoying. Yeah, and like they mention here, targeting Sanguine Brushstroke matches up against aggressive strategies. We opted to change Sanguine Brushstroke instead of Meat Hook, which is interesting, right? To minimize the impact on Historic. That's interesting, right? Anyways, yeah. So, look at this, guys. Town Razor. Oh, buddy. Added non-basic to the targeting restrictions. Okay. Okay, I see it. I think this is still a really good dragon, though. When they first revealed this dragon, I'm embarrassed to admit I didn't think it was that good, and then it's just like the standout dragon, right? But adding non-basic, okay. Like it's still gonna hit a lot. It's still gonna be really annoying. But yeah, this is a solid nerf. Like, it still feels powerful, but it feels balanced. It feels right, I guess. I said it when Alchemy was first released. It felt orchestrated. It felt like they intentionally made standard relatively annoying, so that way they could give the saving grace of Alchemy to the people. And then they give these really powerful cards, and they go and say, okay, but we actually know how to balance these cards really well, but we're gonna wait till the next time, and then they can all see, like, oh yeah, this is insane, like, look at how balanced these are now. That's what it feels like, honestly. And then we have some, I guess, historic news here. Card legality for Teferi Time Raveler. I don't play historic, guys. I gotta be real with you. I really don't know this card. But there it is. I'll leave it on the screen for anybody who wants to pause and read about it. So, guys, what do you think? This is awesome. I think these changes are awesome. I love the fact that they're trying to boost dungeons, because yeah, I feel like those are something that need boosted, right? Because it's such a cool mechanic, right? Or game mechanism. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Also, like I said earlier, let me know where you get your MTG arena news and whatnot. I was a bit late on this. Like, this article came out yesterday, so this is an entire, like 24 hours ago, essentially. So I'm pretty late on this, but yeah. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. And guys, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out in this, like, little bit of a different video. If you guys made it this far into the video, you guys are freaking champions. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, we're going to dive into some of the Alchemy rebalance. So look forward to that, and I will see you in the next video.